Hey YouTube, you can show me here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Groundain and Skydain. He's also Groundain if you want to get technical. But we're going to go off the Romaji spelling. So these are the Kyodyne siblings, I believe what they're called. But they made a reappearance in their newly updated suit designs and basically newly updated characters because they weren't really anything like the Kyodynes. But in the Fourze movie, everybody, it's space time or whatever. Mina de Uchukita. So, very simple box designs that match Fourze's style pretty well. They're interesting designs. They're updated fairly well from their original classic counterparts for sure. Skydain is the female here. And Groundain is the male. He turns into a truck, and she turns into a plane. So, that's neat. They don't obviously do that here. But still some pretty nice figures overall. So, let's start with Groundain. He's kind of a little bit floppy, but it's not like the joint is floppy. It's just like the leg just isn't in there, like, tight. Like, I'm not sure how to describe it exactly, but I don't know. I'm just going to shut up. But he's got a little bit of floppy problems. He is a very big mold. Huge shoulder pads, huge arm gun punchy things. Back here you've got two big sets of 3 little muffler exhaust pipe things. So there's that. Wheels down here. He's a very good design, and the sculpt is fantastic. Up here you've got very nice detailing inside of his helmet, and that looks great. And like frosted flakes, and just all the way through here is a very great looking sculpt, and I have to give it props. Not a huge fan of them. This whole older heroes appearing in the Rider and Sentai movies now is really kind of grating on me, because I'd rather just see new designs. But when you think about it, these are new designs of older characters, and it really shouldn't get to me as much as it does. But he's a very nice sculpt. Articulation isn't hindered at all anywhere with this guy. His thigh armor is pretty big, so it hinders that articulation a little bit, but that's really the only thing that's hindered by this guy. So I have to give him props there. That it's a unique mold, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Accessory wise, he only comes with 3 hands. He comes with 2 molester gropey death hands. Right here, and then he comes with a hand set that is Groundain and Skydain holding hands, which I think is incestual, maybe. But it's for one of their like combination attacks or something, if I remember correctly. So that's a thing. Might pose them like that, since why not? Skydain is a very slender mold, obviously being the female. Helmet very reminiscent of Fourze, and that is one of the things that was just spotted when the Fourze design started appearing, that the helmet was a lot like Skydain. And it is, for sure. Like, you can tell straight out of the bat that it was reminiscent of Skydain. So that's a thing. But again, just like Groundain, very nice sculpt. You have a nice silver paint running through here. And overall, it works very well. Lots of posability. Joint is a little bit loose in the thighs, just like Groundain, but it's not awful by any means. I like the way that it looks, and they did a really good job sculpting. You can kind of see where the cockpit of the jet mode is up here. It turns into basically a winged pterodactyl thing. But that's kind of neat. She does come with a weapon accessory. Basically, what you do is you pop off these, and then pop these ones on. And you got blades. Hooray, everyone loves blades. So, she's got weapons. That's always fun. I'll put them away now. I'm gonna try to get her into the hand holding pose, just because I think that's neat. So let's go ahead and try that. It's not nearly as good as the one on the box, but it'll do. So these guys actually aren't that bad. There are a couple joint problems, particularly in the thighs, but if you look past that, they are actually very detailed and very well sculpted molds. So I will give them that. If you were a fan of them in the movies, or in the movie rather, or a fan of the actual older Kyodynes, then it's probably a good pickup. Granted, these are the updated versions and not the classic characters, but they still represent them fairly well, and they brought them into the Heisei era appropriately. And they're weird releases, and they're actually kind of expensive. They go for anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000 on the aftermarket, a lot more than I was anticipating. So I'm glad I picked these up anyway. Very cool. Like I said, great sculpts. If you don't really care about the characters, then they're pretty easy passes. But if you like them at all, I do definitely recommend picking up these figures because they are actually very surprisingly well detailed and very nice. The lack of accessories is a little bit of a bummer, but they didn't really do anything to need various accessories, so they come with basically what they needed to come with. A couple more hands would probably be nice, but that's really all they could have came with. So overall, pretty nice figures. Some flaws, but things I can easily look past. You can check out shukenshobei.com for latest updates on my reviews and hauls. And of course, check out Riders, Rangers, and Rambles, a podcast relates to news in the clearest way possible. And you can buy S.H.Figuarts and more at cstoysjapan.com. So take care and have a great one. Bye.